Welcome to the world's best Commander podcast.
I'm your host, Beezy.
I'm your host, Joe Cherries, and I'm not used to saying that second.
We're switching it up.
We're switching it up, and today we're doing a podcast. We're talking about Commander 19. We're talking about Brawl. We're talking about how it's coming back, all the new stuff they're doing.
Throne of Eldraine?
Throne of Eldraine. We're talking about lots of cool stuff.
It's like an MTG News episode almost.
Podcast will be up on both iTunes and Google Play Store. We had some technical difficulties last week.
But now we good.
It's up there now.
This is a real thing that's going to keep happening.
No issues. Yes, this will be a weekly thing. Hopefully every Wednesday we'll be posting our episodes.
Changing our schedule up a little bit.
We are changing up our schedule a bit. Let's get right into it. Let's talk about all
the first topic. C19.
Commander 19. So we have 4 decks, obviously.
As they cut it down to 4.
Yeah, which makes sense.
I'm not 100% sure why. It's like 5 is like one play group plus 1, and it's awkward. And 4 is like you don't have to care about the stupid, we got to represent green and red and blue twice, and we got to read all the colors twice or whatever. Like, no. Just make whatever you feel like making. Make the best product for like the underrepresented decks.
Yeah, that's cool. So we're getting Morph, Flashback, Madness, and Populate, which is...
Those are the mechanics. When I hear that, I get really bored because those are all so lame.
These doesn't like any of these. People like Morph a lot.
There's already tons of Morph support, though.
Yeah, but people want more Morph. Because like, if you build a Morph deck, there's like...
The problem with Morph is that it's always in Commander because you always have to pay 3 mana for a 2/2.
Not if you have some way to make them free.
Unless the Morph is like negative mana. And Animar is already like the perfect Morph Commander. Everybody who wanted to play Morphs got Animar.
Yeah, but now we're probably gonna get a commander that like whenever.
Oh, is it gonna be another 5-color commander because we don't have enough of those?
No, probably not 5-color commander, but we'll get something like when you turn a permanent face up.
Yeah, you get an actual benefit.
Yeah, like tangible benefits to actually playing Morph.
Benefits on the Grey Ogre side of Morph aren't that fun.
Yeah, playing a bunch of Grey Ogres.
My Grey Ogres are 0 mana. And I'll kill you with Animar anyway.
Yep. Segu Mauler was under this one. That's a good card, right?
Segu Mauler? Is that the card we thought would be really good and ended up being terrible?
Segu Mauler's the
6/6 hexproof.
6/6 hexproof. Yep. It's really good and limited.
It's unbeatable. It's literally unbeatable because Morph doesn't use the stack.
And also, you don't even morph it. You don't even put that card.
Just play it as a 6 mana
6/6. 6 mana 6/6 that can't be removed has trample.
Nah, you can also morph. You can morph it.
Next one, Populate. Token decks get some help here.
This is the only one I think will be good. Token decks I think are really bad in at least the Commander we play, which we like to call hardcore casual.
Yeah.
Where we try to win, we have combos. We're basically just not CDH, but we're gonna do what we need to win, and our decks are still cool.
Our decks are super strong, but we're not trying. But
fun still comes first, but our decks can win pretty fast.
Exactly. Populate is,
but tokens is just not super viable. I don't know. There's board wipes, and you can only go so wide before it doesn't matter anymore.
One of the big things about tokens, so Cyclonic Rift runs around everywhere in EDH.
Yep.
Everywhere. And it turns a Cyclonic Rift, which is usually a bounce spell, into a board wipe on your side. And that really hurts.
It's not even a board wipe. You just can't get them back.
Yeah, they're gone. They're pretty much...
You can't even reanimate all tokens. They cease to exist.
Yeah, which tokens just have issues in a lot of ways.
I've built a token deck, so I would like to see, because there's no universe where white is not one of the colors. So my mono white deck, maybe we'll get some tools.
Your mono white deck needs some tools?
Yeah. Mono white.
Mono white needs tools.
It need endless amount of tools.
Yeah. It turns out mono white's is bad.
It's pretty bad.
It's like you're playing like Mardu Woe Reaper.
I love that card. It's really cool. No, because Ketra's warriors or the zombies are warriors. It's cool.
It doesn't make it not funny.
It was against Lazavdek, and I completely wiped the floor with him, with Mardu Woe Reaper, specifically.
Yeah, against the all-in Lazav deck. You got him.
Boom. Taste it.
Going to the next one, we got some Flashback. I like Flashback. I don't really have a problem with it.
See, Flashback is not as cool as something like Retrace, where you can cast it over and over. That would have to be whenever you cast a card from your graveyard. A Flashback isn't the best way to do that.
The things that the best Flashback cards to me are the ones that flashback for different colors. I like
those are Smiting Helix.
Smiting Helix.
I also enjoy that it's called Smiting Helix.
Yeah, cards like that are super cool. And then you get Ancient Grudge is just a really, really good one.
Oh, that's actually a really good card.
Red and then
maybe
green.
They'll give us some more of those.
I want cards like that. I want cards that are like
a Wear Tear, but it has it's flashback instead of Fuse.
Yeah, but you can't really split what the card does. The card can only do one thing.
How so?
Well, the card can't have 2 abilities. Like, Flashback is always, it does the exact same thing for a different cost.
If you cast it from your graveyard, boom.
Yeah, but that would be more like...
They can play around with it. They got plenty of space.
That's true. There is creative space, but they've already done stuff like different effects on cards. Like this, what was this split card from Mom and Cat? That's like that.
You mean Aftermath?
Yeah, Aftermath, which is basically what that would be. It'd basically just be an Aftermath card rather than a Flashback card.
Whatever.
I'm just saying.
Madness is...
The fourth one.
Would have to do some really great stuff to make Madness good. I don't know. You need like discard outlets that are like enchantments and cost 0 to discard.
So here's one of the things we're gonna need. We probably need a commander that is putrid imp-like,
or like really good.
Like
not Olivia mobilized for war, like an actual good card.
Yeah, I agree. I think we need something that lets you probably discard for free to make Madness work. I mean, I'm not even.
Yeah, but like, what is the after the colon? Like, put a -1 counter on a creature or something.
I don't know what types of the colon. Like, see, I'm not on the R&D team.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that. We just complain about whatever you make.
Yeah, we'll just complain about it and make fun of you because you guys aren't creative enough.
Yeah.
As we aren't creative enough
Really?
to come up with something.
Bringing back 4 previously used mechanics R&D? Really?
Even though that's totally reasonable and actually something that makes sense for a commander set.
Yes.
Commander, I'm excited for C19 still because you always get some, even if you don't like the decks individually.
We already got a C19 spoiler, right?
No, we didn't.
That was for the other thing that we're going to talk about.
That's for the other thing we're going to talk about. We haven't got any C19 spoilers yet.
Well, there's no universe where that card is not a C19 spoiler. Eventually. There's no universe where that's not in all 4 decks. Right? Or that comes out first, so maybe not.
No, C19 comes out first. So
maybe they'll do it anyway.
That card won't be printed yet.
Oh, my God. Cryptic messages.
Cryptic messages.
You'll have to listen further.
So, like I said, I'm still excited for C19 because even if I don't like Morph necessarily or I don't want to play any of these decks specifically,
That's
you
where
always
there's always something.
There's always 5, 6 cards where I'm like, okay, I want to try this, I want to try this, and usually like there's like 2 or 3 cards I actually want to play.
There's like 2 or 3 staples, borderline like staples in certain archetypes.
Yeah,
and then there's like 5 or 6 pretty good cards.
Yeah, and like that's what I want out of this. I don't expect them to make crazy, insane decks.
You know what I do expect them to do? Maybe reprint some cards that have actual value.
Yeah,
maybe, because like this format is slowly drifting into unplayability.
It's sad.
So maybe get some cards that are like worth something instead of increasing the price by $5 or $10.
The thing is, like, why
making the reprints worse?
There's just no reason Expropriate can't be in one of these decks, and like then you drift into like, well, that wouldn't be fun for the other players. But it's like, yeah, but
then ban it. I don't know.
Then give
it's legal.
Then give them something big like that too.
We still stand by our earlier video. 4 mana crypt in every one of the 4
instead
decks.
of Soul Ring for 1 year.
No, both. Who cares? Whatever. You can't. If you can't do that, then just ban mana crypt. I don't understand.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Like the thing is, Mana Crypt is better than Soul Ring. It would be in just as many decks as Soul Ring.
Yeah, probably. I guess more, marginally more.
Yeah, if not for the fact that it's $200+.
Yes, and before that it was $60, and that was still too much.
And it was still a ton for a mana rock.
For a mana rock, it's just a busted card. It shouldn't be in the format at all. So if it is in the format, if you put this in the commander decks, it's not like you can't. They'll just sell like unbelievably well.
I think if I could ban cards, I would ban auto includes.
Like Soul Ring and Mana Crypt and Command Tower?
Yes, I'd get rid of them all.
And the spoiler we're going to talk about?
And the spoiler we're going to talk about. I would seriously ban them all. I just don't... They don't...
Promote deck building?
The format is fun and should promote deck building. It's so fun to like sit down and put together a full EDH deck. If you've never started from scratch and built an EDH deck, it feels really good. And I'm not just talking about like going through your collection and like throwing cards in. I mean like sit down...
What commander do I want to build?
What commander do I want to build? What do I want to put in? Research it. It's so fun. There's a lot you can do when you're making a deck, and it's super fun.
Agreed.
So moving on to the next subject here, because we've been kind of hinting at it.
Topic number 2.
Brawl's coming back.
Brawl is coming back from the dead, and it might have legs this time.
It might have legs this time. They mentioned specifically the reason they waited so long to bring it back rather than continuing it throughout is because they wanted to take everyone's complaints into consideration.
Okay,
and
everything.
And sets take like 2 or 3 years to make.
Yeah.
So they wanted to take the complaints into consideration.
So we hear.
They didn't want to have any like issues where like they had the huge issue with Brawl, and they had a couple rule changes they had to do in the middle of Brawl, which made things confusing.
Wait, Brawl or Brawl?
Brawl. The commander had to be banned. Sorry. Yeah, Brawl had to be banned in the format because he was so busted.
Yeah.
And, like, so the format had, like, a lot of, like, people were excited for it. People were building decks for it. Then, like, there was just a couple issues, and it's just a very, like, just decline from there.
This is going to be weird if... I don't know how much Steam Oathbreaker has, but Oathbreaker is, like, really similar to Brawl.
I feel like Oathbreaker has no Steam.
No Steam anymore? A lot of people have been talking about it.
Not anymore.
It's gone now?
I haven't seen anything about it in the past, like, month.
What have you seen about anything?
About anything?
What about any Commander format? What have you actually consumed in the past month?
There's a lot of, like, normal Commander stuff I see all the time. The only person who is on... the only person that I see consistently talking about Oathbreaker is the Professor. That's it. He's the only one. I mean, that's fine. If he thinks the format's awesome and enjoys it, that's good for him. But I just don't see anyone else doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard things about it. If it gets more popular, as opposed to just dying like every other dumb EDH variant, then Brawl won't have a problem. It'd be weird if they were competing. They're like really similar. They're both 60-card EDH formats.
Brawl, another thing that Brawl...
Are they going to change rotation? Because that was the worst part. That was by far the worst part.
What do you mean?
Decks rotate in Brawl.
Decks are always going to rotate.
That sucks.
Standard. It's going to be standard. They're also resetting on the rotation. They're starting... So, Throne of Eldraine is the rotation set.
Yep.
So they're starting at that. And they're also, cool thing that you...
Wait, hold on. Finish your sentence. They're starting at that, which means what?
They're starting at that. So rotation won't be for a whole year for anything.
Brawl is only Throne of Eldraine?
No. It's like Guilds of Ravnica and up.
Okay.
2 Thrones, I think. Something like that. Whatever standard is.
So many War of the Spark Planeswalkers to choose from.
Whatever is pretty cool, actually. Whatever is standard. It's going to be standard. It's going to go along with standard. But a thing that I really like that they're doing with Throne is they're making the Brawl decks.
Yes, they're actually saying, hey, this is a format, if you're a new player, you can play it.
Yeah, and so you're going to get these Brawl decks.
They got to be pretty cheap, right?
I didn't see...
I'm trying to get standard players to play this. Standard players have no money.
Something they actually mentioned is something cool about these decks is if you buy one of these decks, though it is designed to be played in Brawl, it's a standard legal deck.
Okay, that's cool. Are they going to do a link between Arena and Brawl? Like, if you buy the deck, you get a code for the exact cards?
I don't know.
That'd be sweet.
I didn't see anything about that, but they might.
Because Brawl is coming to Arena.
Brawl is coming to Arena. They said it's coming soon, which is awesome. I assume with the release of Throne, most likely it'll be the time when they release it.
This might be some opportunity for the Nitpicking nerds to go on Arena.
If Brawl is actually a format that people are interested in and want to talk about, I
happily play Arena games.
I inherently had no problem with Brawl. It didn't pique my interest, and it wasn't.
No.
It didn't get popular.
The best version of EDH is EDH.
Yeah.
Unless they start banning more cards like they are now. But currently, the best format of EDH is EDH.
And Brawl is, like I said, I don't have any problem with Brawl. I think Brawl is not inherently bad. It can be good.
It's just like, why would I play Brawl when I have 10 Commander decks?
Yeah, it's like I've put a lot of effort and time into Commander.
It's more interesting games. The card pool is like literally 50 times bigger.
Being able to play it on Arena really piques my interest.
That would be the thing.
What that's going to do, because I assume that they're going to do this, because their intention for Brawl is to be a 4-player format.
Yeah.
I assume they're going to have to make Arena play 4 players.
That'd be crazy.
I mean, I'm just assuming that. I mean, again, maybe they won't. Maybe it'll just be like...
Maybe they don't want people waiting in queues forever.
I don't even think it would take forever. On Arena? I think
Arena's huge.
Arena is huge. Arena's awesome. I haven't played Arena in so long.
I've been jamming it. I've been drafting every set.
I absolutely love Arena. Its visuals, just everything about it. The way it plays, how smooth it is.
The voice acting is pretty bad.
Yeah, but like that's just minimal.
At least you can turn that off. Not that I do. I love
why would you,
hearing it.
Why would you turn it off?
No, what is you hear like Dovinban.
I'm smarter than you.
I'm perfect. You're not.
Literally, I'm smarter than you.
Right. Why would I not want to hear that?
Generic line about my home plane.
Yeah.
I'm Vivian Reed.
Do you know what I went through? No. You weren't in the book.
You didn't really do much of anything.
I will kill Nicol Bolas. Really? Because you didn't even ask to kill Nicol Bolas in the book. She was like in 2 scenes. And then did she even shoot the arc bow and anything in the book?
No. In the book she does almost nothing.
She does absolutely nothing.
We see she has like spirit animals.
Cool.
Woo! She's basically except she uses a bow for it instead. She's basically the character from like DC Comics that has like the the necklace, and she can summon the animals.
Oh, Vixen?
Yeah, she's Vixen. She's basically Vixen.
I was gonna say she's basically she's like less interesting Drax. If Drax wasn't funny ever in Guardians of the Galaxy, it's like he's got personal beef with Thanos. But do you think he's gonna kill Thanos in Endgame? Do you think Drax is gonna be the one to do it?
Probably.
Or do you think it's gonna be like Iron Man?
Probably Drax.
Or probably Drax, yeah.
Yeah, why wouldn't they have Drax kill him? He has personal beef with Thanos.
He has personal beef. It's the same thing, except she's not funny, and we don't know anything about her.
Yeah, she's really boring. Ugh,
So our Vivian Reed was our second topic. What's our third topic?
So with these Brawl dual decks, we're gonna get two things. We're not gonna get two things. We have two spoilers.
Two. Not like we have two spoilers. There are two spoilers that exist. The first one is Chulane, Teller of Tales, 2 white, green, blue for a 2/4 vigilance. He's a human druid. Whenever you cast a creature spell, draw a card, then you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. It's like growth spirals.
He's really
And
good.
then 3 tap, return target creature you control to its owner's hand. He can target himself.
He's just really good.
He just seems like, I don't know, he just feels better than Rune to me, which is weird. Why would they do that?
He works really well with like white mane lion effects.
Yeah, it's like the same design space as Rune, but this card just feels better.
And kind of like Karamitra too.
It's like Rune plus Karamitra. Actually, it's like really close to that.
It's like a combination of those two decks. He's super cool though. We're actually going to be doing a deck tech for this man coming out on the Monday following this.
Right, we got another tune-ups of a Xenagos deck, and then we got this guy.
No, we have this guy first.
Shoot, we
And
got this
then
guy,
the
and then we got tune-up of Xenagos.
Yeah, so
I'm
this
not
guy's
mixed
coming
up at
first.
all.
Yeah, you're not mixed up at all.
Okay, but what's that card we were talking about earlier?
The card that we were hinting at earlier is called Arcane Signet.
It's the 11th signet, and
And-
it's better than all the other signets?
Yes.
Maybe.
I think it is.
It's better than all the green signets. How about
I
that?
think it's better than all the signets, personally.
See, the signets being able to turn colorless into 2 colors is pretty insane.
Yeah, that can't be stated.
So, like, I think Izzet Signet is better than this. But this card is really good. It's
Yeah.
almost an auto-include, which makes me upset.
Yes, I don't like cards that auto includes.
Really close to Command Tower.
I just wouldn't put it like it goes in so many decks. I would never have printed a card like this.
It just seems like the signets already had it covered, and you just finished the Talisman cycle, so what was any other deck missing? You have Felwar Stone already.
Yeah,
Felwar Stone is basically that.
there's so many good 2-mana rocks right now.
And it's just like another one, but this one is like the best, or the second best one your deck can play.
Oh, it's super duper good.
So
It's
overall, we're not a fan of it, but it's definitely worth mentioning
Yeah.
because it's going to go in a ton of decks. Like
It's gonna go in
Don't get
ev-
me wrong, it's going to be in like every deck we do now.
It's gonna be in every Brawl deck.
That's our biggest, like, that's the upside and that's the downside.
I think this is an auto include in EDH for sure, but also in Brawl. Like I was just saying.
Brawl, this is like a gift from the heavens.
Yeah, I mean, you're always gonna want this. So
Let us know what you think about these spoilers in the comments below. Or if you're listening to the podcast, psychically beam your thoughts into our heads.
psychically beam them.
We thank you for those thoughts.
So the new set has got us pumped.
Throne of Eldraine. Everyone's pumped about it.
First thing, we're dropping the classic.
We're not dropping it. We're just
Well,
on a
okay.
hiatus.
Okay, we're not. This isn't a set where we're just getting the classic
Like
old culture.
mediocre appropriation of some culture that exists. Like that just is not interesting to me.
It's like how many times can we? Like,
Ooh, there's pyramids. We have pyramids here. Ooh, there's an island. We have islands here. Wow.
They've done it well before. Theros, I think, did it well.
Theros was awesome. I love the Innistrad Gothic horror because that wasn't necessarily like a place.
Yeah, exactly. But like, there's a lot of them that are just like. I think Amonkhet's like the worst one. It's
Morrowind
just
was
like-
sweet. Amonkhet was really lame. Kaladesh felt like not good.
super lame too. It's just like we don't need that. We can just. There's so much more to build off of.
Especially since Kaladesh was like, oh, it's like the Indian plane. Now here's all 0 of our Indian characters. Hope you see Sahili Rai on the cover of everything and buy our packs.
So Throne of Eldraine
Yep.
is based around fairy tales.
Yes.
And
not
this-
fairies. Stop specking on fairy cards. It's based around fairy tales.
And there are fairies in the set.
Because fairies are in fairy tales. But that's not because the set is about fairies. Why is Sayana Una like $7? Stop it.
People are silly. I am excited for the set. The art that they have shown so
We got
far.
Rapunzel. We got like badass Goldilocks.
Goldilocks
We got,
who with the head of the 3 bears behind her.
yeah, it's like so silly. Like everyone loves the gingerbread man.
Oh, the gingerbread man is
There's
so.
like a
I
witch
don't-
with somebody cooked into a pie.
We got
It's so funny.
the old lady from Snow
the
White
evil
with the
stepmother.
apple with something. There's arms.
Well,
coming out of her
there's
chest.
the witch, and then there's also the evil stepmother.
Yeah, they're different characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of
not the same person.
there's a lot of cool art for
There's
this
that
set
weird
so far
Seb
already.
McKinnon art with like the Planeswalker symbol in that. What is that? That was super cool.
I feel like Seb McKinnon can do some sweet art on this set.
Seb McKinnon can do anything.
Yeah, he can.
He's my personal hero.
He's probably my favorite Magic artist, personally.
He's up there.
I mean, I don't really look too deep into artists, but like every time I see an art of his, I don't even know it's his before, and I'm like,
I like Therese Nielsen better, I think.
Okay, that's fair.
And Greg Staples is really good.
Rebecca Gay
is really good.
Yeah, there's a ton of like really good artists. I just
Noah Bradley is really good.
Wow, no, we're not gonna throw shade. I was gonna throw shade. You already know who I was gonna throw shade at.
You know, if you're a longtime fan of the Nitpicking Nerds, you know which artist we're about to throw shade at. We're going to avoid it.
Somebody
right
with somebody who draws all humans and everyone else with rectangle
Someone
bodies.
who has one good artwork, and it's Elish Norn. Okay, moving on.
Wow, you just said the person's name basically.
Maybe
they can just search Elish Norn and they'll know who we're talking about.
That's a lot of effort to go through.
So
for the same amount of effort, you could have just gone to YouTube and subscribed to our channel.
To give the devil his due. Elish Norn is one of the best arts of Magic. It's like
I wouldn't know about that far.
Okay, Elish Norn is like
good art. It's good.
It's probably in the top 100 arts of Magic.
That's still not true.
I don't know.
It's just a good card.
It's just so cool.
You know that Noah Bradley, Rebecca Gay, Therese Nielsen, Seb McKinnon, and Greg Staples have done way more than 100 cards total, right?
Yeah, that's true.
It can't be better than any of those.
That's not true. You don't think that Elish Norn is better than any of Seb McKinnon's arts?
I'm going to say no.
There's no way.
I'm just going to say no.
There's just no way that's true.
It's way funnier if I just say no.
The art is insanely good.
The art is fine.
What,
I love it, but it's fine now that I know who draws it. Why are we throwing so much shade at this person?
You're the one throwing more shade.
You keep making this go longer. Okay.
I was giving the devil
Throne
his
of
due.
Eldraine. Throne of Eldraine is going to be sweet. It seems like it's going to have nothing to do with anything currently in Standard. Like all the tribes are going to be like way different.
Yeah. It's so interesting. Oh, it's so interesting. There's so much to do with this.
There's going to be good. This Standard has really good fixing, also. Like we have Scrylands and Shocklands right now.
I wonder what kind of lands we're going to get in this set.
Can it please be an enemy cycle that completes one of the ally cycles that is not complete?
Please? That would be nice.
Please, Zendikar BFZ lands and the cycling lands.
Yeah, I'm really sick of not having the other ones.
Especially, it drives me insane.
It'll be...
Especially the cycling lands. Actually, wait, they both have types. For EDH, we need the types. You fetch a Misty Rainforest, like Breeding Pool, and then you're on Island. We need fetchable lands with types other than Breeding Pool in like blue-green.
So complete those sets, put them in here. Come on, why not? There's just no... I don't see a reason not to.
I don't see a reason not to, so they won't. They'll give us the other half of the Scrylands.
Oh, I don't want more Scrylands.
No, I want something new and cool and
Scrylands
like
are
things that you need to do.
Scrylands are so boring.
But actually, they probably won't do the enemies because they just did only the enemy Scrylands for some reason.
Oh, no, you're right.
I don't know why they hate us so much.
I hate half cycles.
It drives me insane.
Half cycles are...
I'm not even happy about the Horizon Land cycle because I'm just waiting for the other 4.
We have 6. Why would you want 6 of a cycle? That is, like, infuriating.
Unreal.
It's infuriating.
Do we have anything else we want to mention?
I'm really excited for this stuff because you can do so much. There's so many fairy tales to work with. There's so many cool stories.
Like infinite. You don't have to just take like American fairy tales.
I mean, yeah, and like they seem to be using the darker versions of these fairy tales, which is great.
Yep. What's the one from the Shroots? It's Strulpita. He cuts off little girls' thumbs with scissors. Let's get that guy in here.
The guy who goes, I would love to see Rumpelstiltskin on the card. I assume he makes...
They would have to give it like a name that sounds just like Rumpelstiltskin.
He has to make treasures, right?
But it's a magic name.
Right, he has to make treasures.
Maybe. Could make gold.
Yeah, but nobody wants gold back.
Nobody wants gold back. Treasures are strictly better.
I think treasure is probably the one they'll stick with now.
Probably.
Gold was weird.
Gold was for like 2 cards in Theros. It was for King Midas and Guild.
Yeah. But I think treasure is what they've settled on. They've already put in other sets besides just...
Yeah, it's true. It was an M20.
It was an M20. It was also in Ravnica.
Yeah, one treasure card, I think.
Yeah.
Just Smothering Tide.
Which is fine, because that shows that it's just the way to use that mechanic. Which I think treasure is just an awesome mechanic that they can keep using. We're having a little bit of technical difficulty here.
If you're blessed with watching us on YouTube, You saw our mic fall down twice.
Yep.
It won't stay up.
Yeah, it's fighting us.
The podcast is dead.
The
This is the end of the Nitpicking Nerds podcast.
That's not true.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's not true. We'll be back next week, actually,
With a new table.
with a new table for sure.
For sure. So if you like new tables, be sure to tune in for the next podcast. But we talked about C19, which has the potential to be awesome. We talked about Brawl, which isn't awesome, but could be awesome on Arena.
It could be.
And we talked about Throne of Eldraine, which is undoubtedly going to be the best thing ever.
The thing is, when they originally did Brawl, there was no reason. Like, they had this cool new format, and they had this cool new technology in Magic Arena coming out at the same time.
Same time.
So we should combine. No.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Brawl rotates. Your decks suck. Everything's bad. You stink. But you should play Brawl.
Yeah, and hopefully Brawl this time can be what we want it to be.
Instead of just hoping that it takes off accidentally. After the card Brawl breaks the whole thing.
Brawl, Chief of Compliance. Special thanks to our 17 patrons.
This podcast was brought to you by 17 different people.
They're up on the screen in the physical version. We love you all. Let's shout out one of them for the people who are listening.
At random?
At random. You go ahead. I'll let you pick.
At random, it's going to be Zach Brew.
Zach Brew, you get
Gourmet Bagel patron. Random shout out.
random shout out. We're gonna give it to Zach Brew. We'll give a random on the podcast. We'll do a random one each week. Hopefully, we'll try to make it different each week. We're not gonna just say
Zach Brew. We've talked to on the Discord.
Zach
He's
Brew's
posted some decks. We've done a deck tech for him.
he's
He's a great guy.
He's an awesome guy. Almost all of our patrons are awesome to talk to.
Literally all of them.
You get to go into, if you become a patron of ours, you get to be in our Discord and talk to us.
We're not even plugging the Discord. We're just plugging Zach Brew right now. So subscribe to Zach Brew.
Yeah.
Check Zach Brew out on iTunes and Google Play.
Yeah. Our podcast is also there if you want to check us out.
Right next to it, probably.
It's probably right next to Zach Brew. We're heading out.
We are.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Peace out, Tribe Scout.
Bye.
Bye.
They had to hear me at the end to know that I was also saying goodbye.
They had to hear you say bye.
Bye.